The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Shawn.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Monday. It is February 27th, the year's 2023, and we're at 5:30 in the morning. Let's go.
Woo-woo.
Let's go. Another raise for us. Also, another couple inches of snow, hey?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I should get a raise just for driving here this morning. Holy cow.
Was it bad?
Yeah, the road is just, in that thing where you're on 63 and there should be 4 lanes, but really there's only one. And then if you decide to venture off the one lane that everybody's been driving in, perhaps to say exit Quinzhee and come to work, it's just terrifying. It's like you're driving over a mini snowbank and then you're like, am I in the lane? Am I on the shoulder? Am I about to hit the median? I don't know.
Yeah, you got a truck, though. You can make the rules out there.
Yeah, until you hit something hard like a median. Then you're like, well, that's going to cost a bit.
Yeah, you just speed up a little bit. You got the truck going there. So I guess if you see anything out there, feel free to reach out to us, 780-791-1037. My walk to work,
Yeah.
a lot of high knees, trudging through some high snow there. Got a nice workout this morning.
Did you at least wear boots this morning, or were you in your
Always.
Crocs again?
Always, but I haven't worn Crocs in what month are we in? February? I haven't worn Crocs since November. Maybe whatever month comes before that.
Which is October. I feel like you accidentally wore your Crocs home the other day, Shawn. You can turn a lot of things into a job these days, and especially with the way we're so online and we need pictures of us being online. If you are good with a camera, can be a photographer, you might find a niche of what you could take photos of. And
So many side hustles.
it's true. And this guy has turned this into his full-time job. He has other employees under him, and he's called the match artist.
What does that mean?
Well, he's a photographer for dating profiles.
Oh, that's good. That's great.
So he will help you if you're like, I'm not getting very many matches. This is what kind of pictures I have up. He's like, you know what? Bring 15 shirts with you and let's go take some pictures of what you're interested in and you doing things.
Okay, this is so interesting because way back when I was single, more than 3 years ago, 5 years ago, we'll say, when I moved away from all of my friends and family, when I grew up in Regina for 20 some odd years, and then I moved away, I was just taking selfies all the time. And I was just taking random pictures. I was doing a lot of things. I was getting out there, but I was alone. And it was hard to depict that I wasn't just a selfie taker.
Yeah, that you had more of a personality.
Yes.
You weren't just like, I went to this event alone again because I'm looking for a date. So here I am. I couldn't even ask somebody to take my picture for me.
Yeah, and I didn't want to be one of those people that had 3-4-year-old pictures of myself with all of my stuff back in Regina while I was out doing all these things over here. And so this would have been very helpful way back.
Well, I mean, even more still helpful. The guy says that he's also a facial expression coach.
Okay.
So if you have the vibes that you want to give off, he will teach you how to look good in a photo giving that vibe. So say you're like, I would like to look mysterious and
So
like
be
there's
bite
more
that
to
lip.
me.
Look a little pouty.
Sean, you might be a facial expression coach. What if I want to look confident? What's your advice?
Stonewall.
No, that's not confident. That's unwelcoming and not very easy
No,
to
you
talk
give
to.
off confidence so you don't care.
I think you smile really big and that's your confidence.
No, that's
vibe.
happy. That's gleeful. You got to be
okay.
powerful with confidence.
All right. I've never been on a dating app. You might be the expert, so I guess I'll give it to you.
I want to give a big shout out to old past me for thinking and surprising future me whenever I was hungry, Steph.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know when, but I went grocery shopping 2 weeks ago, a month ago, 2 months ago, who knows? But I bought a couple pints of ice cream, some Ben & Jerry's.
Yeah.
And I must have been using my back exit at the time. And when I was transporting my groceries, I must have stashed 2 pints of ice cream in the snow and I hid them kind of on my porch.
Wow.
I don't know why, how, when, who, what, where, when. But the other day I was leaving I was chilling some beer. That's what I was doing. I was chilling some beer outside my porch. And when I opened my door, I saw nestled in a corner 2 pints of ice cream. I was like, well, isn't that just a nice surprise right there?
Okay, sounds like a nice surprise, but if you don't remember this at all, are you sure it's yours?
Yeah, see, I vaguely remember. I remember going to the grocery store and buying them because they were on sale. And then I think because they were on sale, I wasn't... Usually if I buy ice cream, I'm craving it immediately and I'll eat it right when I get home. But I think because these are on sale, I was just like, oh, that's too good of a price. I'll just put them in my freezer and then have them whenever. And I totally forgot about them.
Wow.
And so, yeah, the other day I was... Not only did I have... It must have been around my birthday when I had it. Because I had a beer and then I had ice cream and then there was another pint and I left it for, I think this weekend is when I had it.
Okay, I really feel like if you found it around your birthday, that it's not yours. I think somebody dropped it off there. They're trying to surprise you, Shawn.
Well, even better. Thank you so much. Whether it was past me or someone else, I enjoyed the cookie dough ice cream. It was absolutely fantastic. 2 of them.
I'm happy for you. Sleeping outside is no joke.
In what ways? You do it all the time.
I know. I do it all the time in the summer. I do it with a bunch of gear. I either have my camper with me. It has 4 walls. Or a tent that's built by somebody that's very knowledgeable in tent making.
Yeah.
This weekend, I slept in a Quinzhee that my husband and I constructed. And it was pretty terrifying. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so break it down for us. How did the Quinzhee get built? What was it like inside? Did you sleep much? What went down?
Yeah, so it was the Fire and Ice Challenge. And so 24 hours outside in support of the Center of Hope. And you kind of simulate living rough, what it would be like if you were somebody who's experiencing homelessness. And so you build your own shelter and you spend all that time outside and you spend your time trying to stay warm.
Right.
And so we piled up a bunch of snow. And then we had to, after we let it set, we had to dig it out and make ourselves a little home for the evening. And then...
What was the room like on the inside once you dug it out and stuff?
You could just sit up in there. And there was enough room for the 2 of us to lay down and have our duffel bags blocking the door.
Wait, what'd you all bring with you to sleep?
We brought like a tarp so that we didn't melt the snow underneath us.
Right.
And then kind of like a foam pad to lay on, and then just our double sleeping bag and 2 pillows.
Damn, okay. All right.
Yeah, and then we had candles lighting it up, and also they're supposed to, kind of cure the edges of the snow to make it a little bit more icy type thing.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to give off some warmth. I'm not sure they did. But laying in that Quinzhee, I was terrified. I didn't
Are you
sleep at all.
claustrophobic?
I didn't know I was. I've never thought to be claustrophobic.
Yeah.
I usually love small spaces, but I like them when somebody else constructs them and they're structurally sound.
Oh, no. How many hours of sleep did you get on Saturday?
I think I slept for an hour and a half. I laid there and catastrophized.
Oh, no.
I questioned every part of my life of how I was going to die in that Quinzhee.
But you're here now? You're here. Look at you. You're here now.
I'm here now. I made it, but I think it was a really big eye-opener for me just about what if I was experiencing homelessness and I was living outside, and
So true.
and the way your brain goes and trying to expend all that energy to stay warm, but also like what if a wolf does come to my snow fort door and decides to come in here, or what if the snow fort collapses on me, or what if I freeze to death in the night and nobody notices. So yeah, it was a huge learning curve, and I definitely have a deep appreciation for people who are experiencing that. And I would say if you have a little extra and you're willing to, please donate to the Center of Hope, because they're doing great things for people who are experiencing homelessness.
The other day, my iPhone says, hey, there's a new iOS 16.3.1. Which I don't know why there's so many points, but that's what we're on right now. And your phone's ready for the update if you want to do it overnight type of thing. So I said, you know what? Sure, let's do it.
Why not?
Always want the the new software, even if it slows down my old phone even a little bit more and kills my battery just a little bit faster. Let's go ahead with it. It's probably got some sick new features on it.
Yeah, all the more motivation to get the new phone and get rid of that crack across your screen, right?
Yeah, exactly. Woke up just the other day and noticed that it downloaded a new generic iPhone app.
Oh.
Like one of the generic ones that comes with the phone type of thing.
Like the health app you never use, or the podcast app, but you get a different one.
Yeah, exactly. This one's called Freeform. I've never seen this, so I'm assuming that's one. It's the one. And it downloaded it to the first page of my screen, so when you're swiping through the apps. And of course, when it downloads it right there, it shifts everything below it. And I know this cannot just be like an OCD thing. Everyone has to hate this when now all of your apps, basically from the first page and beyond, are in a different spot.
Absolutely. And I think it's one of those funny things, too, where you're looking at the page and it might only be one over, but because it's not in the exact spot you left it, you're like, where is Facebook? I can't find it. It's gone. It's completely gone from my phone, but it's just like only one spot.
I don't know why, but it just ticks me off. So now I'm going to have to do some app rearranging after the show today, because like bottom left corner used to be like maybe where my emails were.
Yeah.
And now they're in bottom middle. And like social media used to be like right above that. And like I have like subcategories and stuff.
Yeah.
And now that's shifted over into like everything's just shifted and I hate it. And now like stuff that used to be on like my last page in the bottom. Anyway, I'm just saying that I absolutely hate it. Thank you for the update for nothing. And I hate it. Don't do it, because it's just going to bring another stupid app on your page and it's going to frustrate you for at least 24 hours.
Okay, part of the frustration, though, I just have to ask, Freeform, what kind of app is it? What does it do?
I don't know. Instantly just not.
Delete it.
Yeah, I was like, get out of here.
TikTok gives us a lot of things, and I think it gives us great things like dog videos and great book recommendations and things like that. And then other times, it gives you advice on how to be a bad employee, shall I say it?
Oh, what kind of timeline are you on over there, Steph? You're on bad employee talk?
I guess so. I just found this one where they're calling it the Bare Minimum Monday.
It sounds good. It sounds bad. Sounds barely bad.
And it's to combat the Sunday scaries.
Okay.
So basically on Sunday, you're like, I don't want to go back to work. I'm dreading it. And you basically only get one day off of work because the Sunday you spend all day wishing that you didn't have to go.
Right.
And so they say you should set yourself up on Monday to do the bare minimum.
Okay. So like time management.
Yeah. So they're like, don't say on Friday, oh, this is a problem that can wait till Monday. Say this is a problem that can wait till Tuesday.
Okay.
And allow your Monday calendar to be a little bit more fluid, more wide open.
Yeah.
So that on Sunday night when you're thinking, oh my gosh, I have to go back to work tomorrow and I have all this work to do. I've got meeting after meeting after meeting or task after task. You actually can move that over to Tuesday. And then on Monday, you're like, on Monday, I just have a few things on my task list and then I'll see what else I get done.
I think that's absolutely fantastic. I think the name is what ruins it. But I think it's like prioritizing what matters for your next week ahead.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm like, do we have to call it Bare Minimum Monday or Planning Your Life Better Monday, Avoiding Burnout Monday, something like that?
It's time management like 101. This is perfectly fine. Bare Minimum Monday sounds hilarious, though, so I totally get why they called it that.
Yeah, let's brainstorm a better name for it so that we can pitch it to our bosses, okay?
The snowstorm yesterday must have canceled someone's basketball practice because my neighbors were the most noisiest people I think I have ever had in my couple years of living at my residence.
And you just think they were, what, bouncing a basketball everywhere?
Oh my goodness. I don't know what the heck was going on. So I'm in a townhouse, so they're skinny and they're tall. And I have neighbors on both sides, so it's hard to tell where it was coming from. But one of my neighbors last night, I want to say like 8 p.m. to around 10:30 or so 2.5 hours, it just sounded like they were running lines back and forth from one wall to the other. It was just like... basketball, you got the kids running like burpee, like lines back and forth, doing burpees in between, like just all of the activities going on. What's happening here?
Maybe they were getting ready. They have a beep test today, and they were like, I just got to run back and forth, and see if I can beat my time from the last time I just did it 20 seconds ago.
That very well could have been what was going on. So for the very first time, I have these earplugs tugged away into my cabinet, grabbed them, ripped them open, shoved those foam things in my ears, and went to bed for the first time. Used earplugs.
And how did you feel about it? Did it feel like you were underwater? Were you like, this is great, it's my new sleeping regimen?
Okay, I was fascinated by earplugs. I think like because you like squeeze them and you make them so tiny and then they expand in your ear type of thing.
Uh-huh.
I just thought that was so neat. But I'm a side sleeper, so this is where the weirdness came in, is like having the earplug in your ear while you're lying on that. A little uncomfortable, but
yeah.
I fell asleep right away. So it wasn't like too much. It was just a little bit of an adjustment.
I wonder if you could be a one earplug guy. You're like, the pillow is your earplug for the one side, and then the other side, that doesn't have to be pressed down on a pillow could have it.
I did think of that, but then I fell asleep. So it wasn't a problem.
You ever put something on to fall asleep to cut the silence?
Yeah, absolutely, all the time. And whether it's just something in the background while I'm doing laundry or in the bathroom trimming my beard.
It's like, where are you going with this?
Or taking a turd. Or yeah, all the time.
Okay, well, there is something that you could listen to help you fall asleep to cut the silence. And it's a bedtime story for an adult, but it's a story where nothing much happens, they say.
Okay, yeah. It goes nowhere and it just bores you to death?
Maybe, perhaps. I mean, does this sound boring? Our story tonight is called Winter Views.
Yep.
It's a story about some different things to enjoy or look forward to in the winter. It's also about a cardinal singing from branches, a jar of huckleberry jam, and the extra minutes of light that come with each day after the solstice.
That's a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, that's what they say. Nothing happens in the story. So it doesn't take your mind anywhere because you're just like, oh, that would be nice. A cardinal singing on a branch.
Yeah, puts you right to bed. It's smart. I like it.
I know. I think I might have to start listening to these. My husband is the guy who is like, I need a full-on action movie that to put me to sleep. And he's like, Jurassic Park 3, 2012, things like that. I don't know if this would work for him, but I might have to get my own headphones here. Like, this sounds kind of nice.
Ask me what the most bachelor and easiest meal you can make is, Steph.
Shawn, what is the most bachelor and easiest meal you can make?
It's a fried egg on toast.
You have this every single day of your life.
It is the most it's tasty. You can spice it and sauce it however you like, and it takes about 7 minutes. And you dirty like 2 dishes.
Like, it sounds awesome, but it also sounds very repetitive. It's kind of like, aren't you bored of it yet?
Well, that's where different spices and different sauces come in. And also, when hash browns go on sale, you do the fast food life hack of throwing a hash brown on it, like the little patty hash brown, and you up it to another level.
Okay, so
that's what happened.
You threw a hash brown patty onto your toast and egg?
Yeah, so you know when you go to like a fast food place and you order like a sausage breakfast sandwich, and then you also get like the meal, so you get a coffee and a hash brown, and then you take the hash brown out, you put it in your sandwich.
I know some people do that, yeah.
Yeah, so I did that in real life. I was in the grocery store and I walked by those Hattie Pash Browns.
Those Hattie Patty the dog hash browns are so good.
Those patty hash browns. They were on sale, and usually they're just astronomically like expensive.
Yeah, usually they're like $5 or $6.
Oh, more? I thought they were more than that. Like a bag of them?
I don't know.
Yeah, and so, but I went by them and they were on sale like $4 off or something. So They were pretty cheap. I was like, heck yeah, I'm buying those and I'm throwing it on my bachelor meal, because you can just I have like a microwave oven. And so I can just fire up the microwave oven, throw some frozen hash browns in there.
You mean a toaster oven, right?
Microwave oven?
A microwave oven is just a microwave. That's
toaster oven.
Okay.
I don't know what anything
like we all
is.
have microwave ovens.
I don't know what anything is in the kitchen, okay? I just kind of throw things and hopefully it goes together.
Your bachelorness is really showing right now.
You know, the thing that starts up and it's really warm and you put stuff in it and then it's done after a little while.
That thing. Okay, so you put it in there and it really toasts it nice.
Yeah, so while I'm doing the whole put my toast in the toaster, have my egg on the pan, while I'm doing all of that, the hash brown cooks, and then by the time I'm done like getting the toast and egg together and I wash like the pan and everything, the hash brown's done, so I put it on top. Boom, I have this unreal breakfast meal now, or any day meal. You can have it whenever you want.
Yeah, you have it most days for supper, don't you?
Lunch. Yeah,
lunch.
When I get home from this job, I have it, and then I lie down for a snooze.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks for the hack, Shawn. I might have to try it. But where'd you find those $4 off hash browns again?
I don't know if they're on sale anymore, but if they ever are on sale, I'm 100% buying them all the time.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.